definitely the first thing is, hey, I gotta have a solid high ticket product, and most of these high ticket products are going to be digital products. So that's what I tend to focus on. Is okay, I'm gonna pick a high ticket product that pays me $1,000 or more, and it has to be a digital product. So that's the first thing. Then afterwards, you know, what I like to focus on in terms of the frameworks that you talked about, for me, what's worked very well in terms of selling high ticket products is Facebook organic marketing.
Hey guys, what's up? What's up? What's up? I am back with another episode on the Entrepreneurs Warrior Show. This is hosted by me, Nilesh, Jain, and this is where we interview entrepreneurs, affiliate marketer, coaches, and consultant who is doing great into their business, into their life. And in this amazing series, today we have a six-figure affiliate marketer. He is the high ticket affiliate. He helped people to make six figure even without having any experience, or if you had hate selling. He is YouTuber. He help people to grow their influence using the modern organic marketing method. So without further ado, let's welcome Ivan MH Bong on the stage. Hi Ivan.
Uh, yes, thank you, man. Appreciate you getting me on here.
Yeah, it's a really means a lot to have you on the show.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah, so how are you doing? By the way, how's everything going on?
Doing good. Been kind of testing and playing around with different things recently, so it's been fun. The journey's been fun so
Yes.
far.
Yeah. This is super awesome, by the way. So, in your short form content, long form content, this is something literally so much valuable. So, thought to share that your content is also helped me and my audience on this particular episode. So, it's really awesome. So, before we proceed further, are you hearing me loud and clear?
Yes, it sounds good.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. So, could you tell a little bit about yourself on your backstory, how you got started, so the people who have no idea about you, they get to know about you.
Yeah, for sure. So, I started affiliate marketing back in 2019, and that was actually my last year of college. And at that time, I didn't really like what I was studying, and I did not see myself working and getting a 9 to 5 job, specifically in the field that I was specialized in, which was I was going to become an actuary. I don't know if you guys know what an actuary is, but I didn't want to do that. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to make money online, right? Kind of like what everybody else searches on YouTube, on Google, make money online. So I tried a bunch of different things, Amazon. I tried drop shipping, and eventually in my last year of college, I ended up with affiliate marketing. Right, it sounded pretty good. All you have to do is just get people into your link, and you'll buy. So I was like, let's give it a try. It sounds easy. Of course, it wasn't easy, and the first couple months was kind of a nightmare. But I was able to stick through it, kind of figured out something that worked for me, and yeah, I mean, fast forward to I graduated, and fast forward to now, I'm doing this full time, and I haven't had to work a 9 to 5 job. So that's kind of my little backstory in terms of how I got into affiliate marketing and just some of the things that happened.
Yeah, this is crazy. Actually, I also have a dream to become actor or singer in my childhood days or in my college days. So I can relate with you, like what this visualization, like, oh, I am on the big screen, I am a famous person as an actor. I totally relate with you on this point. And definitely, affiliate marketing is a great way to start into online business. It looks easy, but not actually, not in
Mm,
reality. It's super. So
it's simple.
yes, it is. So, guys, if you are watching us live, you can make sure take a pen and paper or you're not paid, because we have lots of golden nugget in this session. So, you hit your six figure and you are helping people to do the same. So, can you share what kind of framework that you can follow to hit the mark?
Yeah, so I think when it comes to affiliate marketing, I mean, first of all, there's just so many different methods out there. Um, and I've tried pretty much most of it, like, doing ClickBank, doing paid ads, I've tried a bunch of different methods. And I think for me, the first thing I like to kind of focus on and get people to understand, especially let's say you're starting from scratch, the first thing really is to really understand what you're selling. And for me, the thing that's worked the best so far is just selling high ticket products, right? Products that will pay you $1,000 or more. And I think, for some of you guys, it might be a familiar concept. For some of you, it might be a little bit newer. But yeah, selling high ticket products, something that pays you $1,000 or more, it just makes a big, big difference. You guys can do the math, like a couple of sales a month, that's a full-time income for most people. And also, like selling high ticket products, if you understand what you're doing, is not that much different than selling a low ticket product. So that's definitely the first thing is, hey, I got to have a solid high ticket product. And most of these high ticket products are going to be digital products. So that's what I tend to focus on is, okay, I'm going to pick a high ticket product that pays me $1,000 or more, and it has to be a digital product. So that's the first thing. Then afterwards, what I like to focus on in terms of the frameworks that you talked about, for me, what's worked very well in terms of selling high ticket products is Facebook organic marketing, right? For me, the reason why I really like Facebook organic, and if you guys don't know what Facebook organic is simply the basics. The basis of it is leveraging your Facebook profile and leveraging your friends list, and networking with different people to build not a friends list, but a list full of potential leads, right? If you want to dive deeper, we can, but that's kind of what the gist of what Facebook organic is. And that's kind of my framework, and that's what's worked best for me. And that's what I recommend, beginners to get started with, is to leverage your friends list, add targeted friends, connect with different people, reach out to them on Messenger, have conversations. And yeah, that's really what's worked the best for me when it comes to closing high ticket sales. And I think probably one of the reasons why is because if you think about it, high ticket sales, 90% of them comes from conversations, right? Talking to someone, right? Whether that's through Messenger, whether that's through Zoom call, and just the Facebook platform itself makes it easier for you to do that. And I think, yeah, that's why I would recommend people start off with Facebook organic, and specifically, leveraging Facebook Messenger and having conversations with people. So yeah, I don't know how deep you want me to dive into, but we can definitely kind of slowly peel the onion when it comes to the Facebook organic strategy and the frameworks.
Crazy values right now, right there. So you mentioned high ticket, solid high ticket affiliate product. You have started with your journey with solid high ticket affiliate product. Would you like to give some example of solid high ticket affiliate product, so people are not able to go into any scammy product or something, so they are get benefit on this thing?
Yeah. So for me, for what I look at, number one is I want it to at least pay me $500, ideally 1,000. 1,000 just makes things easier. Make a couple sales, that is literally a full time income. When it comes to like 300, if you only make 300, 500, 600 a sale, like you need a little bit more volume. And I found that it's just 1,000 just makes it my time more worth it. So definitely you want to pick something that's 1,000. Second of all, in terms of criterias, I want something that is easy to sell. And what I mean by that is, it's a lot of the stuff is kind of already done for me in a sense. And it's a lot of resources and materials you can leverage. So for example, one thing I look at a lot is, hey, is there a proven sales process already in place with this high ticket product? Or is this person's like, hey, here's a checkout page, you can sell it yourself, right? There's a big difference between the two. Um, I want to find what the proven process is, and I got to make sure that it's converting well. So I ask a lot of questions when I am looking to join an affiliate program and promote it. Like I ask a lot of questions. Hey, what is your sales process? Hey, like how is it converting? And I definitely recommend you guys ask the same questions as well, because the more details the more you understand the entire process, the easier it is for you to sell, right? And when it comes to sales processes, like just to dive a little bit deeper, personally, I like to look for programs that have like a free thing you can offer as an affiliate. And what that looks like could be, hey, I can offer a free course or a free 5-day challenge to my audience. And I personally like those models better because let's say you're a beginner, it's much easier to just send someone to a free thing then close them directly on like a high ticket sale, right? The skill level, it's much easier to do the first thing, which is giving the free thing. So I like to look for things like that. Let me think. In terms of criteria, that's, of course you want to make sure that you resonate with the offer, and of course you want to buy the offer. You want to be a user of that product. It's much more persuasive if you are a user. If not, like it's kind of weird. You're telling people to buy it, but you're not buying it yourself, right? So it's definitely much more persuasive for you to buy the offer. So those are kind of the criterias. I think a couple examples for me, it's different for every niche. I'm in the make money online niche. And right now, I think the product that got me going in the beginning was SAA, Super Affiliate Accelerator. That's from Jacob Karras. And right now, the affiliate offer that I'm very focused on right now is the DM Academy, which is by my buddy James. So it's not necessary. Those are two very solid offers, I think. But at the end of the day, like I said, you want to find what works for you. And I think you want to find, of course, those criteria that I listed are important, but at the end of the day, it's the offer that you believe in 100%. That's always going to be the best offer. So, yeah, hope that kind of answers that question.
Yes, definitely. It's a in detail answer. Like you share each and everything on how to pick the product, what is the criteria you have to pick the product, and what kind of question you have to ask if you are picking any specific product. And definitely, this is something that is going to work if people focus on this particular point, and the sales is come to them if they focus on the right thing and right product. The next thing is like you mentioned on the previous conversation is that 90% of sales is come from conversation.
Hmm.
So how actually you are starting your conversation? There is a proper framework like a build report and then understand about themselves, their goals. This is something that is normal. But what kind of framework you are following in your conversation process?
Got it. Yeah, that's a great question. First off, we got to understand like how it starts. And when it comes to organic marketing, social media marketing, there's only two ways, right? I separate it into two buckets. It's outbound conversations and inbound conversations, right? And that's how the conversations usually start. So inbound could be, hey, you post the content, and in the end of there's like a call to action. You tell them to reach out to you, or maybe someone reads your content and they're like, oh, Evan, this is such a great piece of content. Just thought I'd shoot you a message. Like that is inbound conversations. So that is conversation started, generally speaking, from a piece of content. And then you've got outbound, which is ones that you start yourself. And I think there's something that I do want to really talk about a little bit more when it comes to conversations. There's kind of like a little debate going on. Hey, should I do inbound? Should I do outbound? Oh, you know what? Like, let's not do outbound. Outbound is tedious, is annoying, it's boring. And I think what I recommend is like just do both, right? If you can do both. Um, you don't have to pick like I don't like it when people think like they have to pick a specific thing, like specific side to focus on. Like you could leverage both in your business and definitely still make a ton of money. That's the first thing. But I think second thing, if I were brand new, um, I think starting the conversation, if you want to start more conversations, get more volume in, it's very important for us to do the outbound side of things and just reach out to people ourselves. So generally speaking, even in terms of for let's say you're a beginner, I would focus on reaching out to more people to start more conversations. Right? Your content, you're like, it's great. You might get a few conversations here and there, but generally speaking, when you're a beginner, nobody knows you, you have no authority, you have no results, nobody's going to reach out to you. Like that's just a fact, right? So you got to be proactive about reaching out to people. So that's what I recommend. So those are the two things: inbound, outbound. When you're a beginner, focus a little bit more on outbound, get more volume of conversations going so that you can practice the skill of messenger and also just be able to have more conversations, because like I said, like 90% of high ticket sales come from conversations. So the more conversations you have, the more opportunities you'll get. So that's the first thing. Framework wise, right? When I say start the conversation, I'm not talking about spamming like a very long message with a link or anything like that. That's definitely not what I'm all about. That's not what I do at all. When I say sending a conversation, like sending a message, it could be a very generic conversation, like generic message that is just to kind of break the ice in a sense, right? It could be something like, hey, Evan, just saw you on suggested or just saw your profile, love that piece of content you posted about X. Are you also in the affiliate marketing space? It could be something like that. It could be semi-direct, or it could be like, hey, how's everything going? You know, there's a lot of variations, but in general, like your objective in the beginning, the first message is to break the ice. You don't want something too spammy, too salesy, but at the same time, you don't want something that is too, you don't want something that is too like vague and too out of topic in a sense. So you want to kind of strike the balance between the two to get the conversation going. Then for me, from there, once I get the person to reply, right? For me, I track everything. So I aim for a opener message that gets me 40 to 50% response rate. So that's kind of the criteria. That's kind of the mark that I would for you guys, if you're doing any type of cold outreach or getting people or break the ice message, you want that 40 to 50% response rate. Once they reply, then I kind of dive deeper into, hey, I want to learn more about their situation, right? I want to learn more about their motivation. I don't call it goals. I call it their motivation. What inspires them, right? What really motivates them? That's more important. What's their why, etc. What's their vision? Okay, so I want to dive into those things. I want to share my vision as well. I want to have a connect. I want to connect with them. I don't want to just ask questions because it's a conversation. It's a two-way thing. Right? We're communicating with people. So I don't want to look like, hey, I'm just trying to go through my script and go through my questions. And then from there, I'll see if there's any challenges they might be facing. Right? I'll try to open up anything, any pain points they're facing, any problems, etc. Then from there, I'll see what the best next step is. Maybe that's to get them into my group. Maybe that's to get them into the free thing that I have, right? Free challenge, free course, whatever. Or that might be directly selling them in the high ticket, right? Into the high ticket. It really depends. But whatever you do in terms of the next step, that's pretty easy to understand. What the number one thing that I think most people need to master is from the opener message to the point where you actually give something or you offer something. So that is generally the framework that I follow. Nothing too complicated. It's very standard. It's more about the way I approach it, and the way you kind of do it. It is going to be a little bit different, and yeah, a little bit different from most people. Like I think, like for me, the biggest difference, just to add one more point, the biggest difference, the thing that I like to really focus on is I can share more about myself, and also I could give a ton of value, right? Like literally, I'll record 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, sometimes 5 minute voice notes to help that specific person. And if especially if I know that I can definitely help this person out, like I'll spend some time with that person to really give them massive value to build that trust. And I think doing things like this will differentiate you from other people that are using similar strategies, because there's a lot of people using this strategy. So yeah, like I hope that answers your question. We could definitely, if you have any questions, we can dig deeper into it.
Yes, it's a bulb on, man. It's like tons of golden nugget right now, right there. It's a free training that you just shared. So, guys, if you go and implement, this is the real fact how he made six figure. This is the real fact. If you go and implement this stuff, definitely you are going to make it possible. That's how Evan is making his six figure, and he is helping his client to make six figure, right? So, you are mostly generating all your business using Facebook organic, and I also noticed that you have more than 4,000 plus people inside your Facebook group. So how did you build this community, and why did someone have to create their own community?
Mm. That's a good question. I think when it comes to Facebook organic, there's like kind of two levels. The first level is your profile, right? Navigating through Messenger, understanding and kind of dialing that in. Then your next level is, hey, you know what? Now I'm not going to be leveraging other people's group. I'm going to build my own group. And building your own community, one of the biggest reasons why it's very powerful is because I think inside a Facebook group, there's a lot of, like, you can build a lot of trust and connection with people, and you can get very intimate with people. And I think that is very powerful, especially when you're selling high ticket, because I mean, like high ticket, it takes a lot of trust and a lot of trust to close high ticket sales. Like you're not going to buy high ticket, or you're not going to spend $5,000 on someone that you barely know. So it's very important to be able to build that trust. So a Facebook group is a great place to be able to do that. And how I've been able to build it is essentially just giving away a ton of value. Free trainings, free challenges, free lead magnets, free resources. I host them all in my group, and I tell them, hey, if you want to check it out, join my group. right? And it just kind of stacks, right? Hey, if this person, if you give them one free training this time, you're like, hey, this group is pretty good. I'm gonna continue to stay here and check out the other free stuff that they have, and you just continually do that. Like people will want to stay in your group and want to check out your free stuff. So yeah, that's how I've been able to grow the group. And I just use it as a place to build connections, right? I don't sell too much. Some once in a while I will sell and have offer posts. But other than that, like a lot of it is really focused on giving value. And then I kind of monetize through the conversations I have with people, etc.
Wow, wow. Like give value, and if you are able to pitch, do it. Like the same as jab, hook by
Hmm.
Gary Vee. This is great example you just share right now. But there is one problem here is people what they think is if I am giving value people are why people are not buying me and they are running behind money they don't have that much patience so how they develop that kind of patience by giving the values by focus towards process not towards result how they develop the patience.
That's a super good question. I think one thing you need to understand is like every lead has their own timeline, right? And I think a lot of times the reason why people don't buy from you is not because you don't have the money or anything. Is it's more because like they don't trust you. Like I really believe in that. Like if they're not buying from you, two things really. It's because they don't trust you or the timing is not right. And in order for you to solve these two things, like you got to continue to build trust with those people, right? You got to be continue to show up for those people, right? Because yeah, and that you do that through your content, through the trainings, etc. And yeah, and I think if you continue to do those things, you'll eventually solve these two problems. So when the trust is there, they'll buy from you, or when the timing is right, they'll buy from you. So that's kind of my motivation to do content because I know eventually, as long as I keep consistent, they will buy from me. So that's kind of the mentality I have to motivate me to um, to continue to post these types of content, continue to give value to people. I think yeah, just another thing, just mindset related. I just personally, I think people are too impatient. Like they have very short term timelines. Like I like to make it as long as possible, and something that I kind of learned from Alex Hormozy. He talks a lot about you know having a longer term vision, like stop trying to play the short term game. And I think, yeah, I feel like as long as I continue to have that 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year vision and approach to things, like it's gonna help me out uh, in the long
Definitely.
run.
Definitely, having long-term vision is something that is help you in your journey, and you are more focused towards your own growth. Because if, for example, if someone is making thousand, 5,000, $10,000 in a quick way, but in the longer run, he is might be going to give up if he is not getting that much result again. So this is a
Mhm.
great way to focus towards long term, and you are developing yourself in this time period. This is something that is awesome. So what was your first ever big breakthrough into this online business, and how did you make it possible?
Yeah, I think the first breakthrough was my first high ticket sale. That was a really big moment for me. It wasn't like like monetary. It didn't really make that much of a difference. It was good. Like I made $1,000, or I think it's like $500-$600. I don't remember exactly how much it was. Like that's a good amount of money. But I think the bigger thing is that like I had a process that worked. And I know that as long as I repeated that process, I am going to do well, right? So I just have to double down on that process that has been working for me. So yeah, and that's what I did, and I was able to turn that first high ticket sale into a 10K month within a couple of weeks. So that was definitely incredibly powerful for myself, and I think that would be the biggest breakthrough I had in my affiliate marketing journey.
Loved it, loved it, man. You are sharing tons of amazing insight with us. Superb, guys. If you have any question, you can drop your question in the chat box. And till we are coming towards, we are here for a few more minutes. So if you have a question, you can drop in the chat box. Any top 3 to 5 skills that help you to get success into online business?
Yeah, 3 to 5 skills. I think first skill super important is sales. Specifically, I would say messenger and having conversations with people. Most conversations are happening in messenger nowadays, right? And that's a very important skill. Like understanding how to communicate people, how to ask the right questions and extract information out of people, super important skill. So I would say when it comes to high ticket affiliate marketing, that is a skill you want to have. So that's messenger sales. Second one is copywriting, right? So writing content. I think copywriting and content writing, they're kind of similar, but writing things that actually people care about and people actually stop and read. I think one of the biggest things on Facebook right now, there's so much crap content, right? A lot of it is not that good. It's the same stuff over and over again. Hey, I need a mentor, or hey, do Facebook organic, whatever. It's just the same stuff over and over again, and it gets boring. And I think that's because people don't know how to copyright. Like they don't know how to. They're not good at copywriting, and also they don't know how to communicate. They don't really understand, their ideal customer. All these different things. And I think if you study copywriting a little bit more, those things will fix itself, and you'll eventually have really good content. So that's the second skill. Third skill, I would say, I don't know if this is considered a skill, but I think it's really important as well. That is time management. Yeah, a lot of people, you're a affiliate marketer, you're working a 9 to 5 job. You probably have like 2, 3 hours, maybe 4 hours a day to work on this. Your time management has to be very important, right? Super, super important. And also like understanding what you're doing within those times, also very important. So understand how to manage your time, how to use your time, having clarity on what to do, etc. These are all incredibly important things that you need to know if you want to be successful. Um, I think for as an affiliate marketer, those would probably be the thing to get started with to focus on. And then from there, there's probably some skills that you could also start kind of focusing, kind of develop as well, which is like video marketing, like camera presence, all these different things are also very important skills to be able to help you with your affiliate marketing journey.
Super, super, super. Like this is the definitely five most important skill, and sales is one of the most high paying skill in the world. Sales, copywriting, and yeah, you mentioned time management. So, would you like to share how you are managing your time?
For sure. I'm not gonna lie. Like when I first started this full time, I was not good at managing my time. Um, I think for me right now, it's for like how I manage it. I like to kind of schedule out my week, like 1 week in advance. And the first thing I do is like I schedule out any personal dinners or like hangouts that I've scheduled prior. Like I prioritize my fun time first. It's not like the entire calendar, but it's like the things that I know matters the most. Because that's for me. Like the reason why I'm building my business, I'm working so hard is because I want to be able to do those things. So I like to manage those first, like make sure those are on the calendar. And you get excited about the week. That's kind of what I help. It gives me that vibe of. So I get excited for the week. Then I really focus on every day. I just do 1 to 2 core tasks, right? So 1 to 2 core tasks, and then 1 to 2 tasks that I have to do every single day. So, so like let's say a task that I need to do every single day could be Messenger, right? I do that every single day. It's not going to change. I'm going to do it. And a core task could be like, hey, I'm going to fix up my IG bio, or hey, I'm going to film this little bridge page video or whatever. Those are core tasks that they're important. It's like a one-off task, and I just got to do it, and it's going to move my business forward. So yeah, you can kind of say it's like one-off tasks and recurring tasks that are very important. And I kind of just separate it into these 2 things, and that's how I organize my day. It's nothing too special. It's a little bit different, I would say, because like for me, I am doing this full time, but the principles are still the same. I think if you're doing this part time, is hey, I gotta do my recurring task. How long is that gonna take? Block it out on the calendar, and then I might maybe once a week or once every 2 days, you do like a one-off task that will move my business forward. Then you do those. So yeah, that's kind of how I prioritize it.
Amazing, man. This is like a mic drop session, bulb on nuggets we have right now in this particular session. So thank you so much for sharing tons of golden nugget. Guys, if you have any question, you can drop. Even RJ is mentioned he's showing you after a long time. So yeah, if you have any question, you can drop in the chat box. Till then, RJ, sorry. Ivan, this is your Facebook group, right? Can you share
Uh,
anything about it?
yes, I think that's my Facebook group. But
Yes.
if you guys want to join my group, you can definitely go through that link there.
I'll drop the link in the description.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Yeah. So before we wrap up the show, any final thought you want to share? Anything that comes into your mind?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing when it comes to affiliate marketing, yeah, just have I guess kind of what you mentioned, like really focus on the process, focus on learning, right? The more you learn, the more you master these skills, the faster you'll get results. And the reason why you're not getting results, a lot of times, it could be the program, right? The program might not be that good. As you mentioned before, there are some scammy stuff out there. But I would say like 99% of the time is not just the program or it's not the program. It's because of you and your skills. And yeah, if you're not getting results and other people are getting results, then it's because you're not there yet skill wise. So focus on those skills that we talked about, like messenger sales, copywriting, etc. Continue to put in the volume, right? Put in the work and do as much volume as possible and get as much practice as possible. And yeah, that's usually the formula that I see a lot of people follow to get results. So that's kind of the last thought I think that I wanted to share.
Amazing, man, amazing. So this is what Ivan. This is Ivan, and he's sharing tons of golden nugget with us on the Entrepreneurs Warrior Show. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much. Glad to have you here, and I'll be joining you in a minute. Till then, have a great rest of the day.
Thank you so much for having me, man.
Yep. So there you go, guys. There you go. He is Ivan, and he shared tons of golden nugget with us on the episode. So if please do share your biggest takeaway from the session, and what is the one thing that you are going to implement into your business, into your affiliate marketing business. Just share in the chat box and share your love to Ivan on the Entrepreneurs Warrior Show. So I'll be coming up with the next episode on the Entrepreneurs Warrior Show. Stay tuned. Till then, Nilesh Jain signing off. Have a great day. This is my Facebook group. If you are not part of it, join it. Bye bye.